YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another review on the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Flashback SBC for Renard. Now, in order to complete the SBC, boys, there are 3 different requirements and it is going to cost you like 70,000 coins to complete. I'm pretty sure it's 2 85 rated teams and then also an 84 rated team. She stands at 6'2", has the lengthy acceleration type, right-footed with 2-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, and she can only play the center back position. Now, with Renard, she does actually have a Cornerstones card that's going on the market for like 40,000 coins. And if we compare the 2 versions, the Flashback did end up getting like a +1, +2 upgrade to each face stat, which I mean, it's a pretty decent upgrade. She does have the really good defending at 89, 86 physical is really nice as well, but she does only have 77 pace, man, and that's something that I'm a little bit worried about. For a center back, she does have really good reactions and composure, 84 reactions and 87 composure for the card, and then some pretty decent passing stats as well. A couple days ago, we did get the All Protect You evolution, and a lot of people were actually completing that Evo, so it's going to be really interesting to compare Renard with some of those players. But with the way that the card is set up, man, because she does already have really good strength and aggression, you have to get the most out of her pace and defending, so the Shadow is easily going to be your best option. With the Shadow Chem style, she does get 83 pace with 78 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, and then she also gets 93 defending, so a pretty decent upgrade right there. And now, compared to her Cornerstones card and then also her regular rare gold card, playstyle-wise, it's exactly the same, but she still has the Anticipate playstyle plus, and then also precision header, long ball pass, jockey, slide tackle, and aerial fortress. The playstyle plus that she does have is really effective. The jockey is really important as well, but no block and no intercept is a bit of a letdown. So it is going to be really interesting to test out both the manual and the AI defending with the card just to see how much that like really affects her game. And then one thing that's really important is the fact that she does have defender player role plus, man. That's easily going to be the best way to go ahead and use her. So yeah, man, with the cost of the SBC coming in at around 70,000 coins, very similar to Di Maria, I feel like EA actually did a pretty good job of like pricing the SBCs. It's going to be really interesting to compare her with some of the top center backs that we currently have in FC26 and see whether or not it's actually worth picking this card up. If you guys do enjoy these FC26 player reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like. In the comment section down below, let me know another player that you guys would like to see a player review on, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Flashback Renard SBC. I don't really see her being like too popular of a player, but you never know, man. She might actually be really solid in game. Now, we did give her the Shadow Chem style just to get the most out of her pace and defending. And with the Anticipate playstyle plus, I mean, defensively, she should still be very good. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is like her lower pace. But yeah, man, a little bit of manual defending to start off game number 1. I want to see just like how smooth and responsive she is. She does have jockey, which is important. Might try to cut that back. Renard, that's not bad, boys. Okay, a decent start. We're definitely at that stage of FC26, man, with so many special cards and stuff like that. Like, you need your center backs to be kind of like top tier. Renard, she does have long ball pass, so we'll go for a little cross diagonal. That's a great ball, boys. Okay, long ball pass for a center back is a little bit underrated. Jorginho roots up finesse shot. That's a lovely play, boys. We'll take that. The playmaking ability obviously isn't going to be too important, but if your opponent is playing a pretty high line, definitely go ahead and use that pass from time to time. This guy is keeping the pressure up at the moment. Renard, just give him a little bit of space and then step. Ooh, we do miss the tackle, boys. I feel like right there we should be getting the tackle. Maybe my manual defending could have been a little bit better, but we'll have to test that out a little bit more. That was actually quite interesting. Renard, we can actually take it out right here. We do have Benzema making that run. I'm going to go over the top. Yeah, boys. I mean, the long-range passing early on is very good in my opinion. Ayoze finesse shot near post. Good counter-attacking goal. But that is something that I've been trying to incorporate a little bit more. That's a good interception. I try to just be a little bit more patient with the way that I defend. Oh, he's going to go for a finesse shot, boys. That's a lovely block right there. She is missing like a couple of defensive playstyles that are really important, but if you are pretty good at manual defending, it might not be that big of a problem. Now, we could maybe just try to run with Zubimendi and like let the AI defend with Renard, but I feel like that's not cool, man, you know? The manual defending is really important, and that's a pretty decent tackle right there. I can't remember off the top of my head, boys, but I'm pretty sure she has like 94 strength, something like that. Renard over the top again. It's not a bad ball, boys. It's not a bad ball. I mean, his center back did track it, but that's one part of her game that, I mean, early on is pretty effective. Now, this is where maybe using Renard is going to be a little bit more difficult. See, like right there, man. I mean, obviously, my manual defending could have been a lot better in that play. But at the same time, man, if you make like a slight mistake and you step just a little bit, I feel like it's going to be so difficult to get her back like into position. Just have that space through the middle. See, like again, boys, you see that turn? You see that turn? I feel like right there, in that play right there, like, I mean, we just kind of like pulled her out of position a little bit, but the turn was so slow. That's a good interception right there, though. Let's see if we maybe try to spring into a counterattack. Does have incisive pass. Test out the recovery speed a little bit right here. Ooh, it's not great, boys. It's not great. Again, the pace is a little bit of a problem at the moment, but overall, like when it comes to breaking up the play in the tackle, she has been pretty good. And now I'm going to step. He's not going to expect it. That's a great tackle. All right, boys, straight into game number 2 we go, and so far so good. I think that is safe to say, like, she does make a pretty decent center back in game, but I wouldn't say that she's like anything too crazy in game. The main letdown for the card is obviously like her lower pace, and in some situations she doesn't feel like the most quick and the most responsive of center back, so it can be a little bit more difficult to like manually defend with her. And in game number 2 we are coming up against Claudia Pina, so that's going to be a pretty good test. That's a decent tackle right there. Now this guy does have a little bit of space with Yamal. Can we catch up? Okay, man, that's actually a lot better. Okay, that's very good recovery speed. I'll tell you what, boys, in game number 1, it wasn't really like that. Renard, let's just go ahead and play that through. That's nice. Ruta, great ball inside Iosi. I think we just go for a finesse shot right here. Nice, pulled out his goalkeeper. He's pulled him out and moved him, so I should have seen that. Now, we did pull our fullback a little bit out of position, so this is where we need the cover. Yeah, this guy kind of just like waits for us to step, man. He's very patient. Does have that space through the middle, and he's still not going to play it. This guy likes like a possession-based style of FC. I mean, Yamal, he's probably going to try to cut that in. Nice, boys. Good second man press right there. I'm going to pull it out of position. There it is, boys. That's good physicality right there. Take it down the line. Just going to drop it back, boys. I feel like we need to see that a little bit more from Renard, where she's like a little stronger and a little bit more physical in those challenges. Now, we do have Jordi Alba making that run. I think we might just be offside. I'm not too sure. It's a phenomenal ball, though. Yeah, we're onside, boys. That's a great ball. Jorginho Ruta. Try to go near post finesse shot. This guy does have the pace. Play towards the middle. Renard. That's a great step, boys. I like that. He did signal Valverde to make that run. Kachawi, Renard. Good tracking right there. That's not bad, boys. That's not bad. I like the manual defending in that play. I mean, it might take a little bit of time to get used to her, boys, but I mean, as a center back, isn't too bad. Near post, she's most definitely a pretty solid center back in game, boys. It's just like the main question is whether or not she's better than like some of the, like the really OP meta type of center backs. And I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Perez finesse shot. Great finish, boys. We'll take that. Again, man, the L1, R1, and then square or LB, RBX, depending on the console that you're on. That pass, very, very good. I mean, it's going to look for that pass. Ooh, we can't get the interception, boys. We can't get the interception. Again, felt a little bit slow right there. Ooh, I did pull out of position. He's going to go over the top. This is where we need the recovery speed. Renard, that's a good tackle. That's a very good tackle to break up the play. All right, boys. So after using Renard in a few games of FUT Champions, I think that is safe to say that she's a decent center back in game. I wouldn't say that she's anything too crazy, and compared to like her Cornerstones card, the upgrade isn't anything too crazy either. The one thing that I really liked with the card was that with the Shadow Chem style, like she was very good in the tackle. She was pretty good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward as well. So like defensively, if you are really good at manual defending with her strength and stuff, I mean, she's still going to be able to get the job done. The reactions and composure were quite interesting because in some situations, she didn't really feel like the most quick and the most responsive of center backs. So definitely keep that in mind. And then her pace, man. The pace is most definitely going to be a bit of a problem, especially if you are coming up against like your very quick and very agile type of attackers. One thing that's going to go a little bit under the radar with Renard, boys, is the fact that she does have some pretty decent passing stats. And as you guys saw in some of those highlights, like the cross diagonal and like over the top through balls, that was very effective. And yeah, man, overall for like 70,000 coins, 3 different requirements to complete the SBC, I'm still going to say that she is a pretty good center back in game, but she isn't like on the same level as like an Ibanez, Eder Militao, Marquinhos, center backs like that. The main letdowns that I did notice with the card is obviously that she does have the 77 pace and that she doesn't have like the block or the intercept playstyles, which for me personally are really important playstyles for a center back to have. And then we also have to take into consideration that at this stage of FC26, boys, we have so many really good center backs. So for 70,000 coins, if you do complete the SBC, you're still getting a pretty solid player in game, but she isn't on the same level as like an Ibanez and Eder Militao, like a Marquinhos, some of the really popular players that we used in evolutions, and still like really popular center backs that you can purchase off of the market. So value wise, I'm going to go ahead and give the value of the SBC like a 6 out of 10 rating. I feel like it's not too expensive, but it's not too cheap either. The one thing that EA could have done a little bit better to make the card a bit more desirable, boys, was probably a few more playstyles and then like a bigger upgrade to her pace, because like compared to her Cornerstones card and then her regular rare gold card, she has the same exact playstyles. So yeah, man, if we take everything in, I feel like EA could have done a little bit better with the upgrades. 70,000 coins is a pretty fair price for her. But with the evolution that we got a couple days ago, and with the amount of really OP center backs that we currently have in FC 26, I wouldn't really put her on the same level as some of those players. So for me personally, boys, I'd probably just skip this SBC. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, definitely let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.